Hello everyone and welcome back to this next tutorial in Pygame. So today we'll look at adding fonts to our game, which we can first use to have a game over screen come up when our game ends, and then we'll also look at in a following tutorial doing a high score as well. So because we're going to start using Pygame fonts, we're going to have to initialize Pygame using this command, and that will initialize the fonts ready for use. Now we're also going to use the time module in this tutorial as well, because that will allow us to put some text on the screen and then pause the game screen for a couple of seconds just before the game ends. So we're going to import the time module as well to allow us to do that. Now we're going to start off converting our code to be more modular now. It's a good idea to use modular code, so to have subroutines rather than all of the code like we've got at the moment, because it helps in debugging. It also means if we want to restart our game in the future, we can just call a subroutine and be able to do that. So we're going to start in this tutorial using some subroutines. Now to define a subroutine in Python, it's really easy. We just use the keyword def, which stands for define. We give it a name, open and close brackets, and a colon. That's all we do. One thing to bear in mind, however, this has to be one word. If you've got a space here, it won't work because it'll think, it's not one thing, it'll think it's two. So you do need to make sure if you choose a different name for it than game over to make sure there's no space, or indeed you use an underscore like so. That works too. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is create a font object. So I've got a few comments here as well. It's always a good idea to comment your code because, you might come back to this in 6 months and not understand what you've written. So, commenting your code, golden rule, it means you understand what you've done and you're able to create it again. So I'll explain this line of code here. We're making a variable to store our font in, so we've just chosen the word font because it makes sense. You should always name your variables after what you're going to store in them. Just makes your code cleaner and easier to read. And then we're going to go pygame.font.font. Now do bear in mind it's a capital F here, it's an easy mistake to make. And then in brackets we've got here the type of font we're going to use. So the font family, we're going to use free sans bold. And then we also have a number here, there's a comma here, need that. That's going to be the size of the font. So the bigger the number, bigger the font, smaller the number, smaller the font. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing we need to do is create a text surface object, which we can then draw the text onto. So we do it quite simply like this. So we again have a variable to hold the text surface object, and then we want to render our font onto that surface. So this is what will actually appear on the screen. So game over is what will actually appear in our free sans bold font, and we're now setting the foreground and the background color as well. So green and grey, so that it sort of matches with the overall feel of the game so far. Okay. So nearly there. The next thing we need to do is create a rectangular object for the text surface object to go onto. So again, we just do that. You'll notice I've got comments in here again, just for readability. So we're going to call it a text rect because it's a rectangle, which is going to store our text. And then I love this function, text.getRect. That will make sure that our text surface object is made. Next thing we need to do is set the center of the rectangle. Okay, now this is the coordinates where it's going to appear on the screen. So we need to set the center of that, and I've got the text rect center is going to be 350 by 250. So basically, because of the size of our screen is 700 by 500, I've chosen bang in the middle to have our text displayed. Now finally we need to blit it to the screen and then update our screen, and we're pretty much done. So just pop that in. So there we go. So blit, as you remember, puts things to the actual screen, and we're putting the text onto the text rect. Okay, and then finally this will update the display so it will appear. So we're nearly there. The only thing left to do now is to call the function to display the game over text to our screen. Now, to call a subroutine, all you have to do is use the name of the subroutine and the open and close brackets. It's that straightforward. So we have to think, well, when is game over going to occur? Well, it's obviously when you've crashed into the truck. Now, we've already got the code for that written down here. So here's our collision detection. So this is where we're going to add our code. Now, what we want to happen is, before we quit out of our game loop, we want to call the game over function so that we can see our text, basically. Otherwise, Pygame will quit out before you see anything. So put a space in, and then what you need is the game over function subroutine call, and then time.sleep2 basically means pause for 2 seconds. So it will display the text, and then the screen will stay open for another 2 seconds before the game loop is quit here, and then you come down and Pygame quits. So let's have a look at that in action. And here's our game. As you can see, we've got our images on there from last tutorial. Now if I crash, game over comes up, and boom, it closes. So works a treat. We now have successfully added text to our screen, and again we've added that little bit of extra realism to our game. Well, thanks for listening. I'll catch up with you in the next tutorial, where, as promised, we will sort out doing a scoring system, which you will then also be able to put onto the screen. Catch you next time. Bye for now.